Hello and welcome to your beginner piano lesson with Joel. Make sure you have your Alfred's adult all-in-one piano course ready to go. We're going to start on page 21 today. We will do a review of Rock Along and then the Mexican Hat Dance. Then we're going to go back one page to page 20, take a look at the grand staff just to review a little bit of what the grand staff means for us as piano players. And then we're going to get heavy into the time signature on page 22. All right, so let's make a little adjustment on the camera so you can see both hands. And we're going to start right at the top of page 21 on Rock Along. Rock Along begins with the right hand. Again, in the left hand, you notice that we have rests going on. We have 4 beats of rest in each measure in the first line or the first system for the left hand. When we get down to the second system, that's where the left hand takes over and then the right hand is resting. Okay, so let's begin with Rock Along. You're starting with your thumb on middle C. We're going to need our 3rd finger on E right away, and then our 5th finger is up here on G. And we're going to count as we play. 1, 2, starting on C, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. Whole note 2. Get your left hand ready. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Get ready to repeat now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Left hand, go. 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. How did you make out with that? Again, go ahead and practice that if you need to. Let's move on to the Mexican Hat Dance. Mexican Hat Dance, and again, this has a repeat at the end. Those 2 dots tell us to go back and do it again. This one also has the quarter rest, which means we are resting for 1 count. Here we go. This one starts with your left hand. So left hand thumb is on G, and your 3rd finger is on E. 1, 2, left hand starts. 2, 3, rest. 2, rest. 2. 1, 2, 3. Right hand. 2, 3, and 2, and 1, 2, left hand again. 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, rest. 2, 1, 2, 3. Right hand. 2, rest. 2, rest. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Mexican Hat Dance. Well done, my friends. Well done. Now, if you need to, for both of them, go back in the video and practice them. Maybe the tempo is a little bit too bright for you. You can, again, adjust that with your YouTube settings. Slow it down. There's a custom speed there in YouTube that you can change your tempo if you need to. For now, we are going to go on to the grand staff. Let's do a quick review of the grand staff on page 20, and I'll head on over to the board. The grand staff, again, is this brace right here, and it tells us to play our treble clef and the bass clef together. These two staves move at the same time. If this was not here and they were not connected with the grand staff, then we would read this line first and then that line, kind of as a wind instrumentalist, a trumpet player or clarinet player would play one line at a time. But piano players, we're playing both of these at the same time. Now let's talk about time signature. Time signatures can be sometimes a source of confusion for students newer to music and newer to piano lessons. So let's go over this one more time. We talked about it in our last lesson. The top number in the time signature, as it says right here in your book, the top number tells the number of beats or counts in each measure. We often use beats and counts interchangeably. So in our example up here, as you have in your book, we have 4 beats in a measure. Not 4 notes, but 4 beats. The bottom number tells the kind of note that gets 1 beat or 1 count. So we need to know what type of note receives 1 beat or 1 count. We know how many beats are in a measure, because that tells us up here we get 4 beats in a measure. Down here, this is the number that tells us what type of note gets 1 beat. So let's take this number out and bring it down here. And put a 1 over top of it. That fraction is 1/4, a fourth 1/4. So the quarter note gets 1 beat. Now, can this bottom number change? Yes, that bottom number can be different in a different time signature. Let me just give you an example so you can see. If we have a time signature, let's say 6/8. This is another time signature that we'll be getting to a little bit later. This would tell us we have 6 beats in a measure, and the bottom number tells us that the 8th note gets a beat. So I don't want to confuse you too much right now, but just so you know that bottom number can change. For now we have a 4 on the bottom, which means the quarter note gets 1 beat. So time signatures are very important. Again, when we measure music, we need to know how much music we can put into each measure. And that's what the time signature does for us. In the pink box, just underneath the time signature, we have the quarter note equals 1 count, half note equals 2 counts, the whole note equals 4 counts. And I've written that up here in maybe not as neat a manner, but it's up here on the board. So a quarter note is 1 note per beat, basically in 4/4 time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. A half note, we're giving 2 counts to. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then our whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and write out 4 beats over each other so that you can see the relativity of each note. Here I have a measure written out for each one of these particular note values. And again, we're going to be in 4/4 time for each one of these. 4/4 time. Okay, just write that in, just save any confusion. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we get down here, the half notes are going to take up 2 beats. So I can't write that in. 1, 2. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down here, the whole note, again, without any tail, is going to get all 4 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I will do 2 of these at once. I can't do all 3 of them at once at the moment. Let's go ahead and I'll use 2 pens that will help us. So this is going to be quarter notes. Down here we'll do half notes. All right? Pick one of these lines and you clap it at home, either this one or this one, as I do 2 of them here. All right? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Now let's do the half note and the whole note. So if you choose to do the whole note, hold that out for 4 beats. Okay? So when you clap a whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Let's do it. 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now let's do these 2. Okay, so you can clap the whole note or you can clap the quarter notes at the top. 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in 4/4 time, a whole note gets 4 beats. Half note gets 2 beats. And a quarter note gets 1 beat. We can write it in a little bit different way to help things be a little bit more visual. Let me show you. You may have seen this before. A whole note at the top, so it is a whole note. It gets 4 beats. When we divide a whole note in half, we get 2 half notes. That's where the half note comes from. Each one of these receives 2 beats. When we split a half note in half, we get a quarter note. And that's where we get this from here. So, this is 4 beats. Half notes are 2 beats. Quarter notes are 1 beat. So, just another visual here to help you maybe navigate if things are a little confusing as far as what the note values are. Now that we have a little bit better understanding of the note values and how many beats each one of our notes gets in 4/4 time, let's take a look at exercise number 2 in your book. And then I'm going to have you do 3 and 4 in the next page for homework. So our task here is to fill in one note that would complete each measure in 4/4 time. Complete each measure by adding just 1 G to each, so the counts add up to 4. So in this case, we have 3 G's here, so this is beat 1, 2, 3. We only have 1 beat left, and we're only permitted to put 1 note in, so of course that has to be a quarter note to fill up beat number 4. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. New measure, we have a bar line, new measure. So this is beat number 1, beat 2. Again, we're only allowed now to put in 1 note. So what note gets 2 counts to fill up the rest of that measure? And your answer is a half note. Very good. So this half note is going to take 2 beats, beats 3 and 4. We have a half note over here. So that takes beats 1, 2, and we're only allowed to put in 1 more note, so we need to put in another half note. Very good. Take up the next 2 beats there. So that's 3, 4. Now over here, there is nothing in that measure at all. They've given us nothing, and we're only allowed to put in 1 note. So which note that we've discussed gets 4 counts is going to fill up that entire measure? Okay, it is a whole note. Very good. So I'm going to draw in a whole note. And a whole note is unique that it has, well, it's hollow in the center, and it has no stem or tail on it. Okay, and when we see that, we know it's going to take all 4 of these beats. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just for great fun, let's go ahead and play what we just wrote down here on the board. So of course we'll be on the note G. Okay, I'm playing down here on my piano. You can play along. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, and that's how it works. In your book, your homework will be to complete numbers 3 and 4 at the bottom of the page. Complete each measure by adding just one C to each, so the counts add up to 4. So we're going to essentially do the same thing here. And number 4, complete each measure by adding just one F to each, so the counts add up to 4. Be careful with number 4. We are in the bass clef for number 4. And then I need for you to turn over and do page 23. Do page 23. And of course, I will set up a supplemental homework video for you to check. We'll check all that together. Let's go over our homework that you'll have before our next video lesson. We've already done number 2 at the bottom of page 22. I would like for you to complete number 3 and 4 at the bottom. Very similar, almost the same thing that we did for number 2. And then I need for you to go to page 23. Add bar lines like the first one shown to divide the music into measures of 4 counts each. And again, your bar line needs to go from the top all the way down to the bottom line of the bass clef. So the top line of the treble clef all the way down to the bottom line of the bass clef, because we're working now with the grand staff. Add a whole rest in each measure to indicate silence for the left hand or the right hand. So your first system there, you're going to be adding a whole rest to your left hand. When you get to the second system there, you'll be adding a whole rest to your right hand part. Notice what line the whole rest hangs from. We call that, it hangs from the line there. When we get to a half rest, we'll see that the half rest actually sits on top of a line. A whole rest is a little bit heavier, so it hangs below the line. And then down below, Aunt Rhody, another, well, the first one is Lightly Row, very good. The bottom one, Aunt Rhody, another favorite. We'll do a similar thing. We're naming the notes. We're putting in bar lines. We're putting in whole rests. And then, of course, you need to practice all of this on page 22 and 23. The next time I see you, we'll talk about melodic intervals and all that happens over there on page 24 and 25. Go ahead and take a look at that for our next lesson. My friends, that is it for today. Your homework is page 22, page 23, and practicing. Be sure you are practicing again Rock Along, Mexican Hat Dance. Don't forget the Ode to Joy. That's part of your repertoire. And then get working on Lightly Row and Aunt Rhody. Until I see you in the next video, thank you for tuning in to Piano Lessons with Joel, and happy practicing.